Oh my God.
Check mark on all of them.
Oh my God.
You
Really?
guys, are
It's
we
happening.
connected together right now? Because there's a check mark that
Are we
says that
connected?
we're connected.
Are we connected to groups? That's
Are we
really
connected to groups right now? Like, am I streaming to our groups? Because if that's the case, then the ban isn't working. And that's amazing.
Let's just be quiet about it.
It's working. Oh my God. Okay. I just looked at Facebook to see, and it's working. It's working. Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
Hi, everybody. Hi. She busted out. She busted out, at least for this morning. We're like flying under the radar.
I backdoored in because I'm doing it through StreamYard, and it's like kind of like they're none the wiser.
They don't have to know. Nobody has to I'm going to do a Joe
Nobody
Biden.
has to know.
Nobody has to tell them. Nobody has to tell them.
You guys, as you can see, I am starting the Valentine celebrations. It will be pink and red all week long because that's how I am.
I didn't even plan this. I didn't even plan it. It just happened organically. Look at this.
That's amazing.
It's just what we do.
The only reason I'm mentioning it is because otherwise, right now I would be in my Cozy Earth PJs. And that is a good reminder that if you need a really nice gift for your special person,
that's right.
Cozy Earth loungewear, you guys. It's 35% off. You should go and check it out. It's cozyearth.com. Just use promo code CHICKS. It's the nicest, most glorious loungewear of all time.
If you get it, you'll get lucky. I mean, there's a 70% chance that you'll get lucky. I'm just putting it out there. It's data.
It's true.
Data.
Also, I have an email that I wanted to share for those of you out there who are on the journey of Nutrisystem with us right now. Ginger Raylene sent this email, and I thought this was so encouraging because yesterday's weigh day for me is that I lost 1 pound, and it's because I'm terrible at sticking to the plan, you guys. I'm terrible at it, but because I am on the plan somewhat, I still lost 1 pound. But listen to these results. This is amazing. So she says, "Hello, ladies. I was so shocked yesterday when I heard that you were going to start doing Nutrisystem. Let me tell you, I am currently on the program and have lost 68 pounds as of yesterday, January 21st. Both my husband and I have been doing it together. It makes it easier when you have someone you can relate and talk to about it. Hence the reason that we are on the journey together."
Right. Yeah.
But here's the cool part. So she says, and this is what I love actually about this whole plan as well. She says the best part of the program is the benefit of flexing. With flexing, you can do your own thing. You learn how to eat on your own and you have a little more freedom. It takes a little while to understand, but once you do, it'll be easy peasy. I've been flexing with the exception of the first week and have been really happy with it. I will never go back to eating the way that I have been in the past. I truly believe that eating 6 times a day has really helped keep my glucose steady. None of the binge eating because I was so hungry. I just wanted to say the first week can suck, but don't be discouraged. It will get easier. I'm such a big fan of you girls. I've been following you since 2009.
Oh my God.
That's the beginning, man.
The OG.
She is an OG, and you make my day a little brighter. I just wanted to share my Nutri experience. If you have any questions about the program, just reach out. I can be reached, blah, 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 blah. So thank you, Ginger. That is some impressive results on the Nutrisystem plan, right?
Good for you. Good for you. That is amazing. That's awesome.
And if you still want to jump onto this train with us, you can. It's Nutrisystem.com/chicks. 50% off all of their plans. Just go to their website. It's a great website. And just look at all the details on the 2-month subscription offer and all their other plans. Okay, down to business. First of all, I've been in jail, you guys. I've been in Facebook jail.
Yeah, that was kind of a nightmare. It gave me, because I have, kind of like PTSD from the last time that we went through this back in when the Todd Starnes days, you remember?
Yes.
Like when you wrote me at 5 a.m, you're like, I can't get into Facebook. And I'm like, oh my God. And then I had to go on a PR assault. And it gave us some publicity. We ended up on the radio in Indianapolis, which was a good thing. I mean, there's always a silver lining, right? But it gives me, I get really anxious because I'm like, we're going to eventually get completely kicked off of Facebook one of these days because we get a target on our back. We have targets on our backs since what, I don't know, 2012. I would imagine we've had targets on our back. They just do not like us, you guys. They don't like us, and so many people around us have fallen like flies. They've killed them off, and we're like the cockroaches of alternative media politics. You know what I mean? That's us. We're those girls, and we just keep staying alive. I don't know how, but we're here still. And so and so that's us. So we just keep going, and I don't know what we attribute that. We attribute it to, I guess, just trying to we push the buttons, but we don't push them too hard, I guess. Sometimes Mock pushes them a little bit too hard.
Apparently, I pushed it too hard.
But
it's still working.
Good.
Like, yeah, this is amazing. So I was down on my own page for 24 hours, like starting Friday evening. And then it said, I'm not allowed to participate in groups until 6 o'clock tonight. So how it is working for this to be streaming to the groups, I don't know, but I'm very, very, very glad it is. So one of the things that we wrote about at chicksontheright.com, I wrote like the whole story about this, and we're trying really, really hard to get our Facebook insiders and really anybody who follows us on Facebook to migrate over or at least side by side follow us at Locals, chicksontheright.locals.com, because that is a free speech zone, and you can post your funny memes and your funny gifs and all of the things that you want to say. You can say freely without getting a freaking content warning label or like a fact checking label on it. It's so liberating to be over there. And so I just highly recommend that you follow us over there. You don't have to pay. To be a member, you just show up and log in and create a login. If you want to be able to engage with the community, then absolutely think about being a subscriber as well. We obviously appreciate that, but just getting people over to Locals, that's going to be our primary focus, especially because it's getting really sketchy with Facebook. Really sketchy. I know. Somebody's saying, come over to MeWe. There's just certain platforms that we don't have time to start exploring. I listed all the ones that we're going to be on in that post, and there's a lot. I mean, there's a whole big bunch. But MeWe, Telegram, Gab, you guys, we can't. There's two of us. Okay. So we can't be everywhere.
We can't be everywhere. So we had to pick. And Locals was the one that we really just like it. Plus we really like their customer service. They reached out to us. They were like, they meet with us. We can talk to them. We have a direct line to those people. We've never had that with Facebook. We've never had it with a lot of these other platforms don't have that. They have it. So if we have a problem with something, we can be like, we're going to call these people. We could talk to an actual human being on the phone. We could get a Zoom call with them. They're great. Their customer service kicks butt. They're great. So that's a bonus too, which is something that we've not seen in other platforms. It'd be very helpful. So yeah.
The reason that we're not 100% migrating there right now is because they don't yet. We have no ability to stream live to them and simulcast at the same time with all these multiple platforms. So we're waiting for that functionality. You can live stream, like one of us could live stream 2 Locals at a time. We can't do it together, which is also a huge problem. So until they have StreamYard functionality, we're going to maintain our presence in all the places, but that they promise that that's coming. And so when it does, that's when we're really going to be saying, okay, you guys, we're moving. So come over with us.
I wanted to say too, I know people are like, I don't know how to use it. I don't know how to do this. I'm scared. Like this freaks me out. Shout out to Patty and Michelle, 2 of our insiders this weekend, who were like, they became tech writers and they grew up and I mean, they wrote instructions on how to do this. So I know they started disseminating that information. I don't know if they can do it more widely or we can get it and we can give it to everybody or share it more widely. But they did that. Both of them drew up instructions. They're like, this is how you get on Locals if you're having trouble. I mean, you guys.
They're so sweet. I can't even.
We have the best people. So thank you too for doing that.
For sure. Yeah. The latest with the convoy in Ottawa. So now the Ottawa mayor has declared it's a state of emergency, which really means nothing except he's basically begging Trudeau to step in and do something big. And Trudeau, of course, has been in hiding for like 6 days, and he's coming out every now and then to like put out a tweet or whatever. But he's invisible at the moment because he's scared because he's a girl.
Yeah. I don't know. I have a girl, and she'd be more of a, you know what I mean? She'd be less scared than him. So
that's
really,
true. Maybe that was a bad thing to say. He's a soy boy. That's what
he's a soy boy. There you go. Yeah.
But anyway, the truckers are still there. There were 7,000 protesters out over the weekend. Now the police, who are acting really, the police are disappointing to me right now, but they're basically, they're taking down names. They want to prosecute people criminally for just being there at this point. They're stopping people from bringing gas and fuel to the truckers so that they can stay, warm, essentially. So they're cracking down. I don't think this is going to end well. They're already using words like insurrection to describe these people.
Oh my God.
I mean, right? It's so freaking predictable.
So stupid.
It's just ridiculous.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But at least the GoFundMe situation got worked out, in part thanks to Governor DeSantis, who was like, no, GoFundMe, you don't get to tell the people that donated $8 million that you're just going to redistribute their money to charities that you pick out. That's not how that works. That is freaking theft. So there were all these threats from DeSantis and others saying, we are going to crack down on GoFundMe. This is wrong. GoFundMe has now said, okay. We will refund everybody. Calm down. And you guys don't ever use that platform again. Seriously, no. GoFundMe is the worst.
They are the worst. Yeah, they're the absolute worst. I mean, like Ted Cruz is looking into them. All these, I mean, all the stuff I read over the weekend about them, just like, I hated them to begin with. Because people will use them for stuff like, I can't pay this one bill. I'm going to do a GoFundMe. It's like,
remember the chick that has the cracked pool?
Yes.
She was like, there's a crack in my pool, you guys, and I really can't afford the repairs. I need to be in my pool.
I mean, the worst part is there are idiots out there who give to these people. And I'm like, who are these people? Like, I swear, it's like a generational thing. I really think it's because our generation, we're like, pay your freaking bills.
Right.
You have a pool. I mean, like, I don't have a pool. Screw you. Yeah. So this is the thing. Like, I just GoFundMe. It's like, it's one thing to raise money for people who have like terminal illnesses and stuff. And I am there for that. But then when people start raising money for the dumbest crap, I'm just I hate this platform. Yeah. Get a job.
Well, and after this hullabaloo, I don't think that they've lost the trust of so many people, because that was amazing that they were actually trying to say, we know what to do with your money better than you do.
And they're and they're obviously we all know where they stand politically. I mean, they're obviously liberal, so it's like, screw them.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I also have a email to share from Shalita Tippins. I hope I'm saying her name right. Shalita, Chelita. Shalita Tippins. She says, hey, I placed an order with MyPillow. Somehow PayPal charged me twice, so I called MyPillow and had to hold for a representative. The entire time I was holding, they played Amazing Grace by Elvis. It put me in such a good mood that I was disappointed when the representative came on the line. The representative was so polite, and of course she fixed my issue because I used code CHICKS. I love you, ladies. You all are the best. Keep up the good work. And balls. Love from Atlanta. Shalita. Oh, she says Shay like Chevrolet. Shaylita. I hope I did that
Chevrolet.
Right.
Shalita. It's Shalita.
Okay.
You got it the first
time. And then
time.
She said, P.S. I really thought you wore Valentine's clothes for 2 weeks. It's just the one.
Yeah.
It's just the 1 week that I do that.
You guys, I swear.
Anyway, go to mypillow.com/chicks. It's 60% off the Giza Dream Sheets right now, and huge discounts on all of the other things, including the Squeezy Fur Kitten Technology slippers.
God, those sheets are heavenly. You guys get some. So great.
God, so nice. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we talked about Ottawa. We also have to talk about Stacey Abrams. You guys.
Oh my God, you
First
guys.
of all, If you didn't see the picture, let me just make sure everybody sees this picture. Do you see? Do you see this?
Look at all the kids. It's like child
God.
abuse. First of all those kids sitting in a classroom after everything that we know now, all the kids sitting in a classroom with face diapers. And then there's her sitting in the middle of the class.
What is this face too? What is this face?
She's like, I don't have to wear a mask because I'm above it all. Look at me. Look at me.
What is that?
I don't.
Out of all the people in that photo, she is 1,000 times more at risk than any other person in the picture.
Right.
That's what's so freaking nuts about this.
For numerous reasons. Numerous reasons. Yeah.
Everyone lost their minds about this on social media over the weekend, and rightly so. And so it took so first of all, she had posted that photo. She posted it to be like, look at me in this classroom. Yay, me. And then everyone started giving her an absolute rash of crap for it. So she immediately took it down. And then it took hours.
Why would she take it down? Why would she do that?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
That's a great question.
I don't understand why she would do that.
She knows in her black heart that it was the wrong thing to do. Right. She knows it. And so it took hours for anybody from her team to actually release a statement about it. And then when they did, it's like the worst statement ever. I have it. I will show it to you. It says, it is shameful that our opponents are using a Black History Month reading event for Georgia children as the impetus for a false political attack. And it is pitiful and predictable that our opponents continue to look for opportunities to distract from their failed records when it comes to protecting public health during the pandemic. One of Stacey's opponents downplayed the virus while trading stock to profit off the pandemic after his private coronavirus briefings as a senator. Another attacked mayors seeking to protect their citizens and has failed to expand access to Medicaid even as rural hospitals close. This pathetic, transparent, and silly attack is beneath anyone who claims he wants to lead Georgia. And so nowhere in the actual picture of the statement did she even address the main issue. So the chick that released it, this Lauren Grow-Wargo, that's the campaign manager, in a separate tweet, she said, Stacey trusts science and supports masking in schools as it's the current CDC recommendation. She wore a mask to the event and removed it at the podium so she could be heard by the students watching remotely and for photos. That's it. That's what they're trying to say.
Why didn't the kids get to remove their masks for photos? Why didn't they get to remove it?
Right. Why can't they be heard in the classroom?
Exactly. Why can't they remove it for photo and for reading time? Why is she exempt from the rules and they're not? They're so full of shit. And God. And the beginning of that statement, the first thing that they said was it was during a Black History Month, blah, blah, blah. So basically the race card was pulled immediately. You guys are racist for thinking that it's not okay for her to be exempt from the rules. It's such crap. I mean, immediately she pulls that card immediately. And that's when I tune out. I tuned completely out when you were reading all that because she said that immediately. And I was like, oh, okay. So we're all racist for thinking that it's not okay for her to be a complete and total hypocrite. So that's it. Because she pulls that card all the time. I can't take it.
It's the only one she's got.
Exactly. So it's so she's a hypocrite. She's allowed to be a hypocrite. She's allowed to not follow the rules. She's allowed to be above everybody. She's allowed to be here and the kids have to be here and everybody else has to be here because she does not have to follow the rules. It's a bunch of crap. She's no excuse for what she did. She should have apologized and nothing else.
And she can't do that. She can't do that. This made it look so much worse to me.
Totally.
And no way, because I retweeted that chick's whole statement and I was like, why did she take down the tweet? If she's so proud of her appearance at Black History Month in this Georgia school, why did she take it down? You know why? Because she knows it was wrong.
She's wrong.
She just won't apologize.
Right. Because she feels because all of these Democrat politicians, they feel like they're above it. And it has zero to do with science and everything to do with control. And they're better than you. And you're idiots. And this is what they think of you. Vote them out.
God. I mean,
do not comply. And do not stop complying. Stop it. Give them the middle finger and stop complying with these people. Stop it. Yeah.
Speaking of COVID, Jen Psaki was asked about that John Hopkins study. Remember that came out last week that said, oh, looks like lockdowns helped stop 0.2% of deaths. That's what it managed to thwart 0.2% of deaths. Now, if you balance that out with all the people who died from suicide, or like if you balance it out with all of the negative effects that lockdowns had, I can't imagine that 0.2% is even a thing anymore.
Right. Lost businesses, all the things. Think of all the people that weren't allowed to see their moms and dads, grandmas and grandpas. They died alone. Think of that. Think of the pain that people went through. I mean, people forget about that. People forget about all the stuff that happened over the past 2 years because of the government lockdowns. Yeah.
I mean, well, and then the problem with that study is that not even John Hopkins publicized it. No one publicized it from the mainstream media. It was absolutely ridiculous that people will not own how badly they've behaved in this entire thing. So Jen Psaki was asked about it in her presser on Friday, and here that is.
Been clear, we're not pushing lockdowns. We've not been pro-lockdown. That has not been his agenda. Most of the lockdowns actually happened under the previous president. What our objective has been is to conveying that we have the tools we need to keep our country open, thanks to the president's leadership and focus on fighting the virus. And that's reflected in the fact that 98% of schools are open. Over 210 million Americans are fully vaccinated. We have the tools to avoid lockdowns, and we're not moving back. And that's our intention at this point. The president has been.
I didn't hear anything she said.
I heard
why don't I hear you now?
Wait, you can't hear me?
Crap, I don't hear you. One moment, please. I'm going to fix it. Why don't I hear you?
Technical difficulties, you guys.
Say something.
It must. Hi, hello. Okay, what? I don't know if you guys can hear me or what.
Just talk to the crowd, and I'm going to fix it.
Okay, I'll talk to the crowd. Hello, everybody. Can you guys hear me? Because I can't see your comments. So I don't know. You need to tell Mock whether or not you can hear me because I'm on a phone. So
I'm going to get out and I'll be right back. Okay. One moment, please.
This is going to be great because I can't see your comments at all. I can't tell. Okay. What I can tell you is that my daughter's birthday is tomorrow. She's turning 12, you guys. 12 years old. I cannot see any of your comments. So I have no idea what you're saying back to me. But she's turning 12 tomorrow. And anybody that has preteens or teenagers knows that 12 is like, I mean, it's not 13, but it's kind of a pivotal age. So I'm kind of freaking out because I've got a preteen on my hands. And it's going to be a big birthday. And we've got 2 weeks until we're into the house. And so I thought maybe I'd be able to have a birthday like in the house. But no, I'm going to have a birthday here in this ridiculous cabin. So not looking forward to that at all. But I'm going to make do. We're going to make do with what we have. And I don't know, excited, but also kind of sad that we're not going to be in the house to celebrate a birthday. She really wanted to have a big party with her friends. So anyway, wish me luck in celebrating a birthday with a 12-year-old in a cabin.
Can you hear me?
I was just telling everybody about Gwen's birthday.
But you can hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you now. That was so weird. That was so weird.
I was telling everybody that she turns 12 tomorrow and I have to have a birthday party in the cabin. You're very echoey now.
Well, something is clearly wrong. I don't know why that made me lose all of the sound, but it did. And I don't know why. Is it really echoey? I'm sorry. I don't know what to do about it.
It's better now. Just for a second there, it was like really, I think you're okay now. You're good.
Okay.
You're good.
Well, I'm afraid, like, should I try to even load up the other things, like the other videos?
We could
Should I try the Brian Stelter one? Because that one, oh my God.
We have to see Thumb Man. People will be very upset if they can't see Thumb Man.
I mean, you guys. So he, of course, is still talking about the whole hullabaloo with Jeff Zucker, right? Like that's still a giant thing. And so the way that he just puts on the melodrama in this to talk about like how good CNN is and how journalisty they are, it's pathetic. Let me just see if I can hear it myself first.
And only
oh yeah, here we go.
By Jeff Zucker. CNN is so much bigger than any
so
single
much bigger,
individual.
You guys.
It is about teams and teams of people, thousands of individuals who make up CNN. This place is not perfect. It will never be perfect. We will always have flaws. We will always screw up. We will always have to run corrections. We will always have to keep working to make it better and better and better every single day. That is the goal.
Is he going to cry?
But the people who say we're lacking journalism, that we've become an all talk channel, that we've run off and we're all opinions all the time, that Jeff Zucker led us astray, those people aren't watching CNN.
Nobody
They're
is.
not watching CNN. They're watching complaints about CNN on other channels that don't know what they're talking about. That's the truth. Let's put the map up on screen of bureaus around the world. CNN has more bureaus around the world than almost any other news organization on the planet.
They have
that
bureaus,
map covers the
They
world.
have bureaus.
London and Moscow and Hong Kong and Beijing and Nairobi and all the rest. That's why one of the network's slogans is "Go there." On the day Jeff Zucker resigned, CNN aired more than 135 reporter hits, 135 reporters in the U.S. and around the world. I'm talking about dozens of live shots from international correspondents in just one day.
They have live
On the
shots
day
and
Jeff
bureaus.
Zucker resigned, CNN published more than 215 stories on the website, nearly 90 original videos. That's a hell of a lot of news. It's a hell of a lot of journalism.
Oh my God.
Do some of the anchors say provocative things? Yes. Do some of those clips get played over and over again on other channels and mislead people about what CNN actually is? Yes.
I can't.
CNN is the reporters and the producers and the production assistants and the writers and the editors and the technical directors. CNN is the executives and it's the interns and everybody in between who keeps this place running 24/7. So when something horrible happens in the world or when something wonderful happens in the world, you know where to turn. That's what CNN is.
Oh my God.
I would never turn.
We lost our leader
ever.
this week,
Oh,
but we're not going
Okay?
anywhere.
Look at that face.
Oh my
This
God.
is a potato.
Is he going to be okay? Is he going to be all right? Because he does not seem okay. Somebody probably needs to keep in touch with him to make sure that he's okay. Because wow, he's not doing all right.
Does he actually think that moved the needle for anyone? Like, if anyone, the 4 people that saw that in real time, does he think they were like, yeah, you're right. This is so journalism.
Not only that, but like, I mean, you guys have worked for companies where there's CEOs, right? I mean, we all have had CEOs that have been like at the helm in our companies. I have never once been like, because I've had CEOs come and go at many companies that I've been at. I've never been like, we lost a leader today. We lost our lead. Have you ever done that? I've been like,
No.
oh, we lost a CEO. There's going to be another CEO. Who gives a shit? I don't care. Whatever. It's like, I never talk to the guy. I mean, it's like, I don't.
Right.
Most of the time, it's just like, oh, that's the CEO. It's like he drives a nice car and like he comes in and out. Every once in a while, I see him on the elevator. He like doesn't know who I am. I don't care. He's so dramatic about it.
I guess
he was
people there really, really love the guy without realizing that because of the way he led, they're literally tanking. I mean, that's
Right.
what I don't get is like, they can all think he's a great guy. He's not doing any of them any good and hasn't for months and months and months and months and months.
No. And Brian seemed to really, really love the guy. Really,
He had some serious love.
Some feelings.
The
feelings there.
Zucker? Is that how he said it? Zucker?
I think he actually said Jeff Zucker. Jeff Zucker is the way that he said it. I'm like, is that his name?
God.
I don't know. Yeah.
That was weird. By the way, speaking of, because I know we showed the Stacey Abrams picture. Did you see also that picture of Obama looking at his Hawaiian coastal property?
I did not. I did not see that.
So I wonder if I should bring that up on my phone too. There was a photo that also went viral this weekend because Obama is currently like he's creating a wall literally on the beach in front of his coastal property. And what's hilarious about that, there's a couple things. First of all, there's all kinds of environmentalists who are all, this is going to erode the coastline. So if you care about coastal erosion, which you're supposed to as a Democrat, then you're like
Right.
doing really bad things for it. So that was the first thing that was hilarious. But the second thing is that everyone in the photo, and I'm hoping I can find it, everyone in the photo is masked up except for Obama, who looks super pissed.
But it's also a wall, Mock. It's also
right.
a wall.
So well, you can't see how people, well, you can't, it's blurry, but I
can't see. Okay.
People were saying that it's for, obviously somebody got it from like, I don't know, a helicopter from far away, but he looks really angry. And apparently he was gesturing angrily at these crew who were all masked up because something isn't going well with this, whatever renovations or wall building he's trying to do. And so the pictures that were going around, people were like, why? He looks angry and he is putting up a freaking wall to prevent, I don't know, people from getting into his compound.
Yeah, it's interesting
that worked.
I didn't think that Democrats believed in walls. Yeah, I think that's really interesting. They obviously, again, they believe in it for themselves, just not to protect, us as citizens, the minions out here. It's very interesting. God, I get so exhausted by all these freaking hypocrites. So many hypocrites. My God. You know what I did see this weekend is Sasha Obama dancing on TikTok. Did you see that?
I didn't know she was on TikTok.
She's with a bunch of her friends at University of Michigan. She's so grown up. It's just crazy. Because I remember her being the little one, she was the little one. And now she's got like the nails and she's got the long hair and she's just so, she's all like dancing and she's in this dress and she's dancing very provocatively in the TikTok with her friends. And she's at University of Michigan. And there's like a bunch of people, like some dudes behind her, and she's all in the video doing the dance and, doing the thing. And I can't do it. I can't do it because I'm me, but I mean like, but she's dancing in the TikTok and I'm just like, God, it's so crazy. And then I think to myself, so she's surrounded by Secret Service while she's partying.
Isn't that
weird? You imagine? Yeah, it's weird. That is the most bizarre thing. Could you imagine? Like, would you be like at a frat party going, do you want a beer, dude? Like, that's the strangest dynamic.
Well, remember, we even had trouble just being around the security of the first lady of Indiana,
right?
Back when we were friends with her, and we're hanging around, and she was like, the wife of the governor, and so she was constantly with security, and that was weird. It's weird.
It was very weird. It is weird because they don't really interact much. I would be wanting to become BFFs with them because they're with you all the time, and they either do interact or they don't. Some of these women interact, some of them don't interact. I mean, if you go to this is so bizarre, you guys. If you go to the OBGYN for a yearly exam, they come with you.
I mean, not into the room. But
no, but they come to the appointment with, think about that. They are there all the time for everything that you do. This is the kind of stuff that people don't think about, but they do. They come with you to every appointment. They go, like if you get your nails done, they're coming with you. If you're running errands at Walmart, they're coming with you. I mean, I'm sure that the first lady probably doesn't shop at Walmart, but you hear what I'm saying? I mean, they're coming with you everywhere you go. So when she's partying at that, wherever she was, dancing to TikTok, you could tell she was at a party, some sort of a party.
Yeah.
There was Secret Service there. That's so bizarre to me.
Crazy?
Yeah.
That's just nuts. That's just absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
Leah in Israel just sent us a super sticker and said, for all the leftists who cry about straws, it's amazing that they go to unnecessary parties, film movies, hold award shows where no one cares about single-use tests, gloves, masks. They litter our oceans. That's a great point.
It is a great point.
And Tanya just sent a super sticker saying, I know it's off topic, but my 16-year-old son is having issues at school with girls identifying as boys coming into the restroom with him. He's extremely uncomfortable and I'm not sure what to do. Wow. So there's girls identifying as dudes coming into the restroom with him.
And where is this? Where?
She doesn't say. It's just at her 16-year-old son's school.
Oh my God. I asked my daughter the other day because I was telling everybody that she's turning 12 this week. I asked her if there are any transgenders at her school because she saw Caitlyn Jenner on Fox the other day. And we explained to her that I was like, that is a biological, because here's the funny thing. She goes, she talks funny. She said that. And I go, well,
let's have a talk, shall we?
So I explained what was going on there. And she was like, wow, how does that even work? And then I asked her, I'm like, do you have any transgenders at your school? And she was like, no, not that I know of. I mean, I don't know of any. And I'm like, you probably will soon. I mean, I imagine that as you get older, you're going to see more and more of that. And so we had a discussion about that. But she was kind of like, wow, like how does he get rid of the beard and how does he do this? And so we had explained to her, like, they take, it's just interesting because like more and more across the country that's happening. And so you almost have to, it's crazy.
I mean, you got to explain it, right? I mean, my kid has so many in his school. I mean, they're trans.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah. They're trans trenders. That's what they are. It's totally a trend. Because again, this isn't something that just has all of a sudden happened to the world.
No,
it's because people are like, I need attention, so I'm going to make this claim. I'm non-binary or whatever. I mean,
right? Because I mean, if you think about it, I don't remember my mom ever sitting me down when I was 12 years old and saying, this is what this is. And look at that person on television. That's actually a biological
I learned about it from Phil Donahue when he had that model Tula on, when it was like a crazy, weird, like mental disorder. Yeah, and that's how it was addressed. You know what I mean?
Yes, I remember that. Oh my God, Phil Donahue.
Phil Donahue.
Yes.
I know, right?
God.
Back in the day, man. I love that show.
Is he alive? Is he still alive?
Yeah. And he's still with Marlo, right? Isn't that her name? Marlo Thomas?
Oh, that's right. She's had so much plastic surgery. Oh my God. Yeah. She's unrecognizable. Yeah.
I know.
She does the St. Jude, whatever. Yeah.
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 But they're still, they're a thing. They're still a thing.
Good for them. Good for them. They're still a thing. Good for them.
We should mention too, before we get to My Pillow Talks, that the hullabaloo with Spotify and Joe Rogan has now expanded to include The Rock, because this is where we are in our society. Mm-hmm. And tons of other people, actually. So Joe Rogan, there's a new video that came out where he said the N-word a million times. And most of the time he was quoting other people saying it. But this was ages ago. And so someone put together a montage, forgetting, of course, that the Young Turks have done the same thing, that all kinds of people have done the same thing, that it doesn't matter what people said 10, 15 years ago when it was not as horrible to say things. I mean, it's always been awful to say the N-word, but people used to be able to at least say it when they're quoting someone else, right? When they're singing along to a song. It's only recently that things have gotten so crazy.
The rules have changed. The rules have changed.
So
and now
they released this video, and now Joe Rogan releases another video saying, oh my God, I'm so mortified by that. And of course I would never do that now. And things are different. And I apologize. And this is such a teachable moment, blah, blah, blah. So because of that whole hullabaloo, The Rock, who had initially said, you go, Joe Rogan, I'm glad that you're standing up for yourself with this whole Spotify thing. And you should have a voice. Absolutely. And well articulated, sir. Somebody sent him that montage, and now The Rock is like, oh my God, I can't believe he did that. I no longer support him. So now everyone is digging up all these videos of The Rock being a total racist and making fun of Chinese people.
The Chinese thing, yeah.
Because no one is scot-free in this. Everyone has their skeletons. So can we all just stop?
The guy was a pro wrestler. Holy crap. I mean, the things that they used to do back in the day. I mean, my God, give me a break. And like, he said stuff like, let me say this in Chinese. And he like basically made fun. I mean, come on. And like, how can you not remember that you did that? How can you not remember that? It's like, this is the thing. So like when you're pointing fingers at other people and saying, I can't believe you did that. Now I'm going to be Mr. Seriously, it's like when you're so ready to cancel other people, how could do you not remember that you actually
and then people started spreading around the Joe Biden video of him using the N-word as a quote, but regardless, he did it in the same way that Joe Rogan did. So are we going to keep doing this? Because we're going to find endless examples of people doing it. So how about we just freaking stop doing it? Enough with this trying to cancel everybody. Oh my God. Yeah,
because then everybody eventually is going to be canceled. Are we just going to go back in perpetuity to like when everybody was born and everybody does stupid shit? It's like, it's just so stupid. It's like we have become the dumbest culture ever. We're so dumb now. God, we're so stupid.
And now there's confusion too, because people are like, well, I want to support Spotify for keeping Joe Rogan, but Spotify is also taking down like 100 some episodes of Joe Rogan. So then like now people are like, well, do I support them? Do I not support them? It's just everything has gotten so complicated and convoluted and dumb that I can't with any of it.
Yeah, we're just so dumb now.
Everything is so dumb. Oh my God. Okay, before we get to talks, I wanted to have a palate cleanser really quickly because Governor Ron DeSantis was making fun of all the politicians who rip on Florida and then come and sunbathe on the beaches there. So here that is.
Big city mayors, and I'll tell you, and anchor some of these leftist TV hosts who constantly criticize Florida, mandate masks, lock down, all this stuff. Then they end up on the beach somewhere in South Florida. I'll tell you, one of the things I'm proud, though, is like our Floridians, they give these people hell when they see them down here.
Good.
Because they're proud of our freedom, and they know these people have been bad-mouthing. The cherry on the sundae was when you had over New Year's, you had AOC coming down, criticizing Florida, then comes down. So we decided to make kind of a little joke about it. So we created T-shirts that said, Escape to Florida, the Lockdown Liberal Tour. And instead of having concert dates on the back, we had Governor Whitmer, March of 2021, AOC, and the dates that are all in Florida.
I love it.
And we sold more outside the state than we sold here, because people realize how hypocritical these people are.
It's true.
I love him so much.
Oh my
God,
God,
I love him.
I need one. We both need those shirts.
I know. With the concert back. Oh my God, I love that.
Back. All the people in the back who have been there. That's fantastic. Oh my God, I love that.
Isn't it so great?
Yesterday, I was doing stuff around the cabin. I was getting ready for the eventual move here in the next couple of weeks, whenever that is. And I had my Jer Burden shirt on.
I wore that to work out this weekend.
Oh my God, really? And so you wear it, and I'm like, I can wear this out, right? I can totally wear it. Like,
oh yeah.
But I have an almost 12-year-old, so I'm like, is it appropriate to wear with my kid? You know, it's like I always wonder, is that okay? Yeah, it's okay. I'm in Texas. It's fine. It's totally fine.
It's totally fine.
Burden.
Totally fine.
I'm a good mom.
All right, we've got some My Pillow talks, and actually, I wanted to start with this one dude who is talking about what's happening to Facebook right now and how their stock has tanked. And I thought he did just such a nice job of recapping everything that's happening. So that's what we'll start with. Here we go.
Facebook, or Meta, as they're calling themselves, had the single biggest drop in stock market history. In a matter of minutes, over $328 billion of value was lost in the company. And the reason is Meta reported a $10 billion loss for 2021. They said it's because of their investment in the metaverse, but for anybody that's been paying attention, you know that the real reason is because their main products, Facebook and Instagram, are dying. Advertisers have been pulling their budgets from the platforms because ROI on those advertising dollars is going down, and that's because users are leaving both platforms in droves. Now, this is happening because Meta's strategy over the last decade has been to spot up-and-coming competing apps, copy their features, and shoehorn them into Facebook and Instagram's feature set. IGTV was launched to compete with YouTube, Stories was launched to compete with and destroy Snapchat, and as soon as TikTok became popular, we saw the rollout of Reels. Now the thing is, when Meta launches a new feature, they do it for one reason and one reason only: to make money. Both Facebook and Instagram have been so saturated with ads that users are starting to feel the strain, because the experience of the user is hardly ever thought about when it comes to Facebook or Instagram. Whatever made Instagram or Facebook special in the beginning, it's no longer there, because Meta's strategy has been to steal content and features from other apps and try to make Facebook and Instagram the place where you can go to do everything. But it means that neither one of those platforms are the best at anything. So now with TikTok dominating the social media landscape, Facebook and Instagram, they've alienated their users with too many ads, divisive content, data scandals, misuse of personal information.
For sure.
The list goes on. And all of it has been at the expense of their users' experience, the people that pay the bills. So the company's investment in the metaverse is interesting because nobody trusts Meta. And they're certainly not going to entrust the company to be the steward of the future online environment that's being built, which makes you wonder if the company even has a future at all. Now, maybe Meta isn't going anywhere, or maybe we're watching the beginnings of the company implode, much the same way that MySpace did in the mid-2000s, when everybody woke up one day and all together decided, you know what, we don't want this anymore. And it's just a reminder that billionaires are not nearly as powerful as everybody seems to think that they are. It's actually us who have the power, because all we have to do is collectively just say no to whatever they have to offer. Because at the end of the day, this is far more powerful in our hands than it is in theirs. And personally, I would love to see a world where Instagram and Facebook and anything that Mark Zuckerberg has had his hands in just doesn't exist.
Yes.
That's just my opinion. What do you
I love it. That's Christopher Claflin. If you want to check that out, Christopher Claflin on the TikTok. So I love that.
Oh my God. Me too.
And it's true. They are total copycats, right? They're total copycats.
Yep. Agreed.
I'm probably going to get put in jail again just for like including that in this video.
Yeah. We're basically going down today, you guys. We're both gone. We're gone. Yeah.
Okay, this is really, really quick, but I knew exactly who this guy was talking about. I think you guys all will too. Let's see if I'm right.
You pronounce Benadryl cucumber. I think it's awesome that no matter how bad you pronounce Benadryl cucumber's name, you know exactly who I'm talking about.
Benedict Cumberbatch. Is it Benedict Cumberbatch? Yeah. It's like, and what is that dude even in? I don't even know what he's in.
Oh my God.
He's an actor, right? What is it?
Yeah.
I don't know. You guys know? I don't know.
I used to know because it was enough stuff that I was like, oh, there's that guy with the weird name again.
and he has a very distinct face.
Very distinctive. But nothing is distinctive as the name, right? I mean, what?
Who names their kid Benedict Cumberbatch?
Benadryl cucumber is the name.
That's a good name.
Also, here's an ingenious way to deal with masks when you also would like to eat.
I wasn't expecting it either. Oh my God.
You just have the two, and then you just open your mouth right up.
Right.
It's perfect.
You know what that is? That's science right there, you guys. That's science.
Awesome. Okay, what you're about to see is the most America thing that could ever happen to anybody. I wish this was happening to me. I love this. Watch this.
Look at you back. You bring mom and pop with you? How cool.
Oh my God.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Isn't that amazing?
Come here, chick. I'm being nice to him.
That's their
baby.
You
made a beautiful child.
Oh my God.
Good job. Good job. Man. And he's so friendly. I like him.
Isn't that the coolest?
He's so pretty. Look
I
at that face
just
on you.
love
You're going to
him.
grow up big. Let's see. We got
I
the
need
dad.
him.
Look at the
I
size
know.
of the dad.
And they're just, they have no problem that he's there and talking. And
Oh, they're watching. He's watching.
Definitely chip off the old block. Take a look
What
at the
a
curves.
sweetie.
Isn't that the coolest? God, I can't imagine.
Oh my God, I
This
would
is
love
so
that.
cool. I love it.
I love that too. Love that so
God,
much.
I'm all about that. I love it. Oh my God. I love it so
Anyway,
much.
those are, somebody's like, birds are terrifying.
only the big ones.
those.
Like the giant
I mean,
ostriches.
they are scary.
Ostriches are terrifying. They should have
Oh,
been
somebody's
extinct,
mad
like,
that I don't
years
have
ago.
huskies today. I'm sorry. I'll find huskies for
Tomorrow.
tomorrow. I swear. I swear.
Tomorrow. Tuesday is Husky Day. Tuesday. Did you know
Right.
that? Tuesday it's
That
Husky
is-
Tuesday.
That's right.
Hashtag Husky Tuesday. That's what it is. And it's also my daughter's birthday because we talked about that when we went
Yay!
away. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that, you guys. Sorry about the sound issues. I don't know what happened. In the meantime, if you haven't already, go follow us at chicksontheright.locals.com. We would love to have you be part of that community and get the F off of the Book of Face
Yes.
as soon as possible.
Bring it in, you guys. Bring it in. I'm going low. You guys have the best Monday ever, the best Monday, and we will talk to you tomorrow.